Well, I got time off and I'm actually sightseeing and thinking about the music and everything. I went over one song that I'm gonna do. Actually, I'm preparing a concert. It's gonna be pretty big. So far, I'm already doing I think it's like 6 to 7 songs that I'm working on now. And that's what I'm doing. Um, like I just gave a YouTube about. Right now, I'm over in Washington. I'm over by the Capitol. I told you I'm just sightseeing, just places I never get a chance to see as much. Um, I was thinking about, okay, like when I was talking about the what do you call it? The anti pitch is very important because it's like when you're singing, okay, and you just sing. It's just like everybody can do that. And the sad part about it is, it's like when you think you become a professional, or you think that you did this and you think that you did this. I got a burn right here, and I left a scar. I was at work because I work in a bakery, and a pan was out, and I bent down and I burnt it. I didn't know it was going to be a scar, but it's going to be a scar. But anyway, so the anti pitch, okay. So it's the sad because some people think like when they become professional and all this other stuff, it's like they can't do an anti pitch. And I told you the definition of the anti pitch. And so they always think that they're singing on this key or that key or this key or that key. But to find songs, you have to go to the anti pitch because it's you, okay? And you don't realize it's you until you study. I mean, like I studied and I studied and I studied and I studied. Now, when I do a song or when I sing a song, in my mind, when I'm thinking, I can control what I'm doing. Not so much control, but I can see what's happening, okay? And most of the time when we think about music, we think about, we actually can we record music all the time, memories in our mind. And when we want to play that memory, we just ask for it, we just play it. But the thing about it is that because we never really concentrate on what we're doing, if we play a song or we want to remember a song, we have to remember it the way we studied it, okay? So if you listen to a song like over and over and over again, that's how you remember it, But there's other ways of doing things if you, like learn what I'm teaching you on my channel, okay? So like right now, I mean, I'm working on 7 songs, and now I'm going over the ones that I know completely, and I'm able to. Okay, there's another term. There's an anti-pitch, but I'm getting ready to define what's in a pitch because I broke down the pitch, but there's something else that's not taught and that everyone needs as far as beginning to learn whatever I'm teaching you, I guess about music or singing or whatever. So, but what I'm saying is like when I'm going over these songs now, I'm inside the pitch, okay? And that's another reason why anti-pitch is important, because I don't care how you sing or whatever, you're doing it, And anything that you do from your heart is very important, and that's your building block, okay? But when you learn the different things that you can do with your phone, what we call in linguistics your phone or your music abilities, then you you utilize them. And a lot of people think that everything is automatic, but everything's not automatic. All these things are not automatic. So what we do is we like, I know this sound and everything. So what we do is we like constantly, when we want to memorize something, like we memorize it, we like do it over and over and over and over and over again. And that's what I used to do. I used to just do things over and over and over again. And that's how I did when I first started doing the songs that I was doing on my station. I mean, you got to start somewhere, and you just got to, do the song over and over again until you got it, but it won't be perfect. Sometimes it's like you're lucky and you get it perfectly. But I had to keep doing the songs because I have a channel. YouTube channel is really strange because you have to keep going. You have to keep putting out material. And my station is like, I'm putting out material, but it has to be, I'm not saying better, it has to be, I guess you could say better, or it has to be something new or something like that, something I explain. I mean, because people want to see something, people want to hear something that's new. I mean, entertainment, and they don't like to, people don't like to hear, I mean, like once you do the same thing over and over again, well, that's already recorded. People don't want to hear it again because it's already recorded. They can look at that. So they want to learn something new. They want to be entertained by something new. So when I was doing the songs, I noticed that the most important thing as far as the song is in actuality, forget about pitches and everything and scales and everything. You have to know the lyrics. You have to be able to sing the song or whatever you're doing from beginning to end. I don't edit. That's another thing too. Life is not where you can just edit. I mean, if you're talking in front of people and I mean, you have papers and stuff like that, but there's no editing, So that's one reason why I do this song straight through. Even if I make a mistake, I'll show you. That's why it's very important to do that. I think pretty soon it's going to be a way to where you won't be able to do so much editing like they do on YouTube. It takes a lot of time too, and you could be doing something else. So that's why I kept doing these songs. So I kept doing the songs, and I was like, wow, the most important thing is actually remembering the lyrics. So I couldn't continually do like memorize, like most people memorize doing a song over and over and over and over again, because the mind doesn't work like that. It just says stop. I'm not going to keep doing this, Some people continue to do that, but you're actually hurting yourself. If your mind is telling you this is not the way, I got an easier way. Okay, you did this. This is how the mind is. Okay, you did this. Now now we're going to break that out. We're going to stop doing it because this is the root now. But you have to catch those things. Like I did it over and over again. And then at the beginning, it was really nice and came out really good. But then I got to a point to where I had to listen to the way the mind works. And it was like, you have to learn something. So the next time I did it differently. I knew I had to know the lyrics, but I had to learn about what the lyrics was, what I was doing. And then I noticed after a while that it has like a system. So then I started looking at the system and breaking down the system of a song, of any song, you know what I mean? All songs are different, but it just has a system, you know what I mean? So then after the system, it just kept going and going. And there's one note or one thing I got from Dance Without Music, okay? It's called a premonition. And what the premonition is, it's like when you see something that you can do, but you can't do it yet, okay? But that's like something in your mind that tells you, hey, we could do it this way, and we're getting ready to do it this way. So, so beware, because like you're doing this, memorizing the song, and then it will cut off. and you have to remember the premonition. And this has nothing to do with that. It's something to dance without music, a term from dance without music. It has nothing to do with what a regular premonition is. So then you remember the premonition. You go, oh, I remember where I was that I will be able to do this, okay? But you can't, the premonition, you can't do the premonition as soon as you, it's just like a hint, okay? I don't know, that's the way the mind works. But you could keep doing the same things, but like as I said, you're going in contrast to the way your mind works. So then, after that, I could see that I had to go further in to, because at first you're working with phrases and then it keeps breaking down until you get to, like, I'm not going to say pitches. I'm going to say maybe like words or whatever, because I'm remembering a song and a melody, okay? But then I found that the melody, when I was doing a melody and I was doing a song, it all broke apart. And you get scared sometimes and it goes blank and you can't do anything and you have to figure out like what's going on. So then I had to figure out that, wow, this thing broke apart. So then I had the phrase, the beat, the word, the pitch, and it's all broken up. And then you have to figure out how you can put it back together again. Not putting it back together, but organizing to where you could do a song again. So, long story short, and this is what this video is about, it's like where I'm at now. It's got to a point to where like I said, I knew I was going to get to the pitch, because when I started doing pitches, when I was doing a pitch, I saw a premonition of breaking out the pitch, okay? And I told you it's not regular premonition. It's a dance without music term. And then maybe after a month or 3 months, I busted what we call pitch, okay? And now I'm at the point to where there's an anti-pitch, okay? You can't have a pitch without an anti-pitch, okay? And which I explained in the last video. So, but that anti-pitch, you won't be able to do it now. My anti-pitch, because I'm working with this for so long, it's like me talking or like me singing. So now I'm thinking about this song I'm doing is, we started dancing and love put us into a groove. As soon as we started to move, the music played while our body displayed to the dance, and love picked us out for romance. I thought it was clear the plan was that we share this feeling in between ourselves. But when the music changed, the plan was rearranged. She went to dance with someone else. We started dancing and love put us into a groove. And now she's with somebody new. What does love want me to do? Okay, see, so I did that now. That's what I'm working on, so it's not perfect. But what I wanted to tell you, I'm at the point that I would still call that an anti-pitch, because it's not finished, it's not organized. I don't know exactly what I want to do with it, but I'm just seeing it and doing it as I'm doing it. It's not from memory. You have to just keep doing it, okay? You don't know how you're getting from one point to the next. Where I'm at to where I can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. It's almost like in the moment, but it's in the moment is like, it's even deeper than in the moment. So this is where I'm at right now, and I'm like sightseeing, like I said. And actually today is my day off, And I hope you enjoyed this video. And I'm going to call this one what I'm doing with the anti-pitch. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.